This video is part of a series where we discuss some of the life lessons from Bhagwad Gita. And what good is a lesson if we can't apply it in our day-to-day lives? So towards the end, I would share an application of this teaching from my own life. So stay tuned till the end. Namaste. I am Gargi and you are watching The Aligned Souls. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos related to mind, body and soul. Recall that scene from Mahabharata where Arjun finds himself in a difficult situation on the battlegrounds of Kurukshetra to go ahead and fight his brothers, gurus and relatives or leave the battlefield. Arjuna knows that if he walks away from the battlefield, his opponents will snigger at him, calling him a coward who got cold feet at the sight of their mighty army, his brothers, wife and children, not to mention his teachers and elders, will be disappointed in him. The army he is supposed to lead will be angry at his betrayal, and history will label him a traitor. If he stays and fights, however, everyone will call him a hero and sing his praises, and generations of men to follow will revere him as a great warrior. Given these two options, most people would have picked the second one without a moment's thought. The fact that Arjuna didn't is what makes him worthy. It wasn't what other people thought that mattered to him. It was what he felt inside his own heart. He simply put his bow down and turned to Krishna for advice. Krishna is pleased to see that Arjuna accepts the fact that he does not know what to do. There is no shame in admitting that you don't know what's right. In fact, it's the first step to figuring out what is. So how do we figure out what's right? According to Gita, Arjuna turned to Krishna, and so can we. But we don't have a Krishna sitting next to us. Who is Krishna anyways? And where can we find him? In the Gita, which is the holy book of the Hindus, Krishna is portrayed as God himself. And God is our best and closest friend. Someone we can talk to about anything. He loves us, understands us, and we can completely trust his advice. If you find the idea of talking to God strange, then you can instead talk to your own conscious, your own inner voice, which usually knows what is the right thing to do in a given situation. All we need to do is to shut out the thoughts that often fill our heads. If I do this, will others think I'm not good enough? I'm stupid? I'm weird? Not cool? Once we kill this deafening noise in our heads, then and only then can we hear the quiet inner voice giving us the right advice. Let me give you a simple example from my own life. I am a PhD in computer science and have worked mostly in tech. And I could just continue on that path. But I was also very passionate about this whole space of mind, body, soul. And have been practicing for many years. But I was always doing it on the side, by my own. I wanted to start a YouTube channel to share my knowledge. But I was terrified, to say the least. I worked in tech and this channel would be about something totally different. What would they think of me? And would anyone ever listen to what I have to say? Would anyone care to subscribe? Or worse, would they mock me? And so on. These thoughts paralyzed me. For months, I was in a whirlpool of worries and fears. And you know what? What did I achieve during that time? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was confused. I was unable to decide. And then I remember having this conversation with God. Please, please God, help me decide. I do not know what to do. I imagined that God is asking me. He is saying that for this conversation, I need to put aside any thoughts or fears of what others might think of me. I should only talk about what I feel. Then I said, Dear God, I think over the years, through all the research and studies that I have done, I have gained a lot of knowledge in this space. And I like this field. I have practiced these concepts for many years now. I see positive changes in myself and I have been able to help some of my friends and relatives. So if my channel can help even 10 other people, it will all be so worth it. Totally worth it. If I look at my life 20 years from now, I will surely regret not trying it out. The conversation with God ended right there, and I had my answer. The path will not be easy, but surely that was the one I really wanted. And my channel started, and I am so glad I did it. You know what lights up my day? Every time I see my content creating real, positive impact in people's lives when they share it via emails, comments, or phone calls. Truth be told, if I had let myself be consumed by those worries and those thoughts, this channel wouldn't even exist. No, not a chance. So, do try it the next time you are confused about what to do in a tough situation. It may not always be easy to follow that advice of our inner self. More often than not, it will be very difficult. Obeying our inner voice may not always make us happy at that time, but later we will be content, knowing that it was the right thing to do. Don't forget to watch this video where we learn how to have a conversation with God when we are faced with criticism. Thanks a lot for watching, and do subscribe to the channel for more videos on building a healthy mind, body and soul.